Hello.
Craig, Jake, Case's Music. And we're going to do something today that we rarely get the chance to do. That is to do a unboxing of products that neither of us have ever actually seen before. Usually one of us has been like, oh yeah, we know all about that. And others. But today we had our first shipment of Loog guitars show up. And we just want to check it out.
What is a Loog guitar?
Well, a Loog guitar, Loog is kind of a unique brand in that they really focus on kids and education. Okay. So Loog makes a variety of models for different ages, starting with guitars for 3 years old and up.
They look like ukulele boxes.
They are deceptively like ukulele boxes because these are not ukuleles. They are different.
Now, we're talking about boxes that we can see, but you can't yet, and we're going to now change that. We're going to grab the first Loog.
The first of the Loog. Okay.
First of the Loog.
So,
Loog 1.
Loog 1. So this is the Loog Mini Green. A box in a box.
A box in a box. Oh, it looks like it. That's weird.
Great for retailers. This is the...
Let me see this. Oh, you get the Loog out.
I'll get the Loog out.
As easy as 1, 2, 3. With its 3-string neck, the Loog Mini makes it super easy to form chords and play songs. And because it plays in standard guitar tuning, everything you learn can be applied to a 6-string. Okay, that's cool.
That's huge. It is huge. You know, we get a lot of parents here.
Here comes the Loog.
Here comes the Loog. We get a lot of parents here that they... Oh, it's stuff. They start their kids on ukulele instead of guitar, both from a size perspective and from a playability perspective.
Bag of stuff. Within the bag of stuff, there is... Let's take a look. Oh. A spare set of strings. A string twister winder. And check this out.
Whoa.
I know, I'm throwing things on the floor.
No,
okay, stickers. You get stickers, which are always cool.
Hello, Rockstar.
Hello. And flashcards, by the looks of it. So, and picks. Look at this. You get Loog picks. There's some little Loog picks. So this is would be how to play that chord, and then it shows you which fingers to use. So you got little flashcards to teach you how to learn to play chords and notes, by the looks of it. That's cool.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Now,
from an education perspective.
From an education perspective.
Yeah.
It is true that, like, one of the big challenges with getting young kids into playing guitars are physically difficult instruments to play. The strings are steel a lot of the time, and so yeah, we'll kind of send the little kids to the ukulele, but that isn't necessarily teaching you to play guitar. It's teaching you to play the ukulele. In fact, it's almost a disservice to ukuleles to think of them as just, ooh, look at that. Oh, I see. Oh, look, so it shows you where the chord would be on a normal guitar, and then it tells you what strings to use on the Loog. Okay.
To play it.
Yeah. So apparently E minor is just strummed open.
Right up and close so you can see. So there's a lot of super fun characters, by the way. And here is your chart on the back.
So that chart looks like it's showing you the Loog, but
Here's
in the
Loog.
upper in the upper corner there, it shows you the chord that you would play on a full-size guitar.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool.
And what fingers you would use.
What fingers you would use. All right.
That's really cool. Okay, well let's tune this guy up then.
Yep.
And we'll see what it sounds
What comes
like.
out of a Loog?
What comes out of a Loog?
The top 3 strings of a guitar put in a easy to play little kid-sized package, which is actually pretty cool.
Well, and actually, if you're a parent or a teacher who's looking at getting into these,
we are both parents and teachers.
We are both parents and teachers, and a lot of parents struggle to know, like, hey, I don't know how to play that instrument that I'm trying to teach my.
Yeah, that's actually a huge one.
You know, there's no barrier here. That's my D chord that I play on an acoustic guitar, and it's a D chord.
Yeah,
It sounds like a D chord. If you go and grab a guitar, and well, he's gonna go grab a guitar.
So here we have a normal guitar. Highest string is E, and then B, and then G, just like the Loog.
So E minor. Sounds like E minor.
D.
C. That's the easiest C chord I've ever played.
Yeah, it's an easy C. And I'm guessing G would be...
G becomes a one-finger chord.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it really it removes a lot of the disconnect from. Oh yeah, I can see.
I want to try that.
Yeah.
How to hold it. Okay, that's not in tune, but if it was in tune, it would be a crazy little thing called Love, played by a guy on a tiny little wee Loog.
So, I mean,
look, if you hold the Loog closer to the camera, it's about, look, now it's the same size as the guitar, but yeah,
perfect.
that's not really in real life.
Yeah, so I mean, same kind of standard issues you get with any classical guitar or ukulele is that first tuning is not going to be stable. Every time we tune this and we stretch the strings and we tune this and we stretch the strings, it's just going to take a while to stabilize. So that's something to kind of...
How long does it take to tune nylon strings?
Well, that really depends on how often you pick it up and play it.
The answer is, no one knows.
No. Okay, I'm going to put this down.
Okay. So sort of, it feels like a ukulele. It sounds a little bit like a ukulele, but it is not a ukulele.
So this is the smallest of the Loog acoustic series, and it's roughly the same size as a soprano ukulele.
You know what is nice though is I'm just thinking about little tiny hands, and yeah, this would be like really easy. And one of the things when you're teaching the ukulele, it's always the G string at the bottom.
The high G?
Yeah, which is kind of weird. And so if you're trying to just explain the idea of like, as you go higher up the neck, it gets higher note.
Yeah.
So this would be like a great stepping stone towards playing guitar. It feels kind of nice. It's actually fun.
The finish is actually really smooth. Like it
Yep.
feels like it's
Yep.
it feels like it's built with quality. Over some of the ukes that I've seen. Okay, let's move on. So,
all right.
Loog Mini Green.
Loog Mini Green.
Cool. Ba-doom. Hello,
We
Rockstar.
also did get gig bags with these. So anyone who buys a Loog comes with a little Loog bag.
Yeah, it does not come with. I had to buy those in addition.
Does not come with a
Does
little
not
Loog bag.
come with, so
Available
I'm
for...
gonna charge you money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
So-
yeah, that's how we get new Loogs.
Sorry.
That's all right.
That's the worst part of running a business is charging people money for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, packing tape number 2.
All right, what's this next Loog?
This next Loog is called the Loog Mini Electric
Loog Mini Electric.
Red.
All right.
I had asked the folks over at Loog, you just pick the colors that you see fit. And so it's a surprise to us.
Oh.
The Loog Mini Electric Red. Now, I didn't
right.
tell you this beforehand, but with the electrics, the amp is built into the guitar.
What?
Yeah.
I think they tried that in like the 50s or 60s. You used to see some guitars that, at like the dawn of the electric guitar, people would do things like that.
Yep.
Well, that's neat. I'm intrigued now even more.
It's a little
electric. What if the strings are going to be the same? Actually, that is a good question because they're not.
They are not.
Well, because if it's a magnetic pickup, it's going to need.
It's going to need electric guitar strings, and it has electric guitar
I
strings.
wonder if it will be as. Oh, and it will put... So it takes a 9-volt by the looks of it.
Yeah. You know what? It reminds me. You said 50s.
Yeah.
This reminds me of like those old Aerodyne kind of
yeah,
style. Actually, while you tune this,
You
I will retrieve a battery.
Okay, so it is a little heavier than the acoustic Loog, not surprisingly. You're taking the Loog away. Yeah, batteryless.
Yeah, batteryless. Okay.
So, no battery yet. I'm going to tune it up. Oh, look, it's got a little tiny backplate.
It does.
It really is like a miniature.
And by the that's the wrong Hello Rockstars bag. That's good to know. I just want to feel around in here. It does not appear to come with a battery.
So you can see, little bridge. Everything is like, it's like an electric guitar, but smaller. You got the Telecaster style pickup, one pickup. The battery goes in the back right here, which is, I guess, where we're going to be putting a battery momentarily. Oh, the battery is on the way. Yeah, little tiny. Oh, that's very cool. All right. Electrify that Loog, sir.
Okay.
And other things you don't get to say every day.
Electric Loog.
Electric Loog.
That sounds like something you'd hear on a Jim Henson.
We have to evacuate the village. Why? The electric Loogs are coming. The entire theme of today will be taking the word Loog and attaching it to all manner of things.
I'm not usually this incompetent.
Well, I wouldn't say you're incompetent. I would say maybe you're inexperienced with the Loog.
I am inexperienced with Loog.
But this is our first day of Looging. Oh, that looks like it went in. All right.
Okay.
Okay, in
All
theory
right.
now.
Okay. So is this is dying, eh?
That's actually really cool sounding.
Oh.
Yeah, so unlike a ukulele, it does feel like a little tiny electric guitar. Okay, enough of you playing it. Give it to me. I want to try it.
On off.
Volume.
No. Volume.
Yeah.
Gain.
Really? Okay, that's more fun than anyone deserves to have.
Okay. Yeah, you play.
Something you got to let me know. Okay, so clearly it is more fun than anyone deserves to have. And
Now, one thing that I will say, because it is quiet, it's great for practice volume when you're just starting out, playing on the couch, checking things out. But there is also an output on this guitar, so if you want to run into an amp to get a bigger sound, or if you're running into something... if you're running into something that has other effects on it or has auxiliary inputs for practicing, this doesn't eliminate that. This just, it takes away the barrier of not having it out.
its maximum volume appears to be parent friendly. So
It is.
here it is, like maximum turned up all the way. And if we compare that to the acoustic Loog,
Is out of tune already, but
is out of tune, yeah.
is actually the acoustic Loog is a little bit louder, I would say.
All right, so that is, and it has an off switch. So now you can go from the deafening levels of the electric Loog a moment ago to the quiet, practicing in your room sound of the Loog. All right, we are now 2 Loogs down, but we have more Loogs.
We do. We got a total of 4 Loogs to show you today. So this is the next step up. In the Loog series, both for acoustic and electric, they start with the Mini, which is kind of geared for ages 3 to 6.
And what's this one geared to?
This is called the Loog Pro Acoustic. And still in the 3-string family, but just a bigger body, a bigger neck, meant for ages 6 and up.
And if anybody is going to poo-poo a 3-stringed instrument, remember, Tony Levin had a 3-string bass. And what he says goes. Oh, look at that. It looks like an IKEA guitar.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's the whiteness of the package.
It is the whiteness of the package, yeah.
Okay. So, I don't know if you caught that. It said ages 8 plus.
I did not. Yeah, I was. Okay, so we got our case candy.
Candy.
Some free styrofoam. Lovely styrofoam included. Oh, look at that. Oh, it is like
it's okay. So this has acoustic strings on it, not nylon strings, and that is important to note. Both for volume,
sounds beautiful,
tuning stability. Our low G string on this is bronze wound, whereas the low G on the Loog Mini looks like it's silver wound, which is common with classical guitars. I like the style of this.
It is cool looking.
Yeah. So just as a comparison,
okay, so
you know,
tuning is needed.
This Loog has that kind of mini jazz kind of look to it. That looks like an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, I'm thinking though that it's. Can you play the grab that Martin for a second and give me just the pitch of the G string?
Yeah, you got to go up an octave.
Ah, it was tuned an octave down.
Yeah, you were. That would be the bass Loog.
I was sub-octave.
Yeah.
Bass Loog.
Bass Loog.
Is there a bass Loog?
I did not see a bass Loog. So I have some questions since you're playing that.
Yeah. How does it feel?
How does it feel in general?
Okay. This one actually, the first two felt like a kind of hybrid of ukulele and a little guitar. This one really does feel like a little guitar. The longer neck.
The fret spacing is going to be a bit bigger. Height of the frets. Height of the strings. How's the setup?
It's pretty comfortable. Well, I'm still getting it perfectly in tune. But...
So one of the things that I always worry about on little instruments, is that often it feels like the frets are higher, and so when you go to play a chord, because it's usually higher and the strings are very light, it's really easy to bend the chords out of tune.
Yeah.
And are you finding that with this?
I'm not sure yet. Construction is nice, like the other Loogs. It seems pretty well put together. This one really does feel like a little tiny acoustic. And if you like the chord of D, you're in luck.
Well, D is one of those chords that on guitar can really easily turn into a movable chord.
So you can go to town on Copperhead Road on it for sure. Try it out.
Well, one of the things that I do want to look at just is the construction for a second. It is not a bolt-on neck.
No, I know.
Which I'm actually pretty surprised about.
Get that silk. There it is.
There's two in there.
Really? Yeah. Oh. It's thorough.
It is thorough, and trying to get it past the bracing, because there is proper bracing on there.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's not just like a hollow piece of plastic.
No, there's cross braces and stuff in there. It's built like a guitar.
It basically is a tiny little guitar.
Yeah, it is a real guitar. Hey.
What?
Well, I didn't get to play.
All right, well, play.
Okay. It is a little bit of an adjustment.
But let's see what we learned so far. Play me an E minor. Play me a D. Play me a G. Play me another version of G. See? Just like the top 3 strings of the guitar.
C, A minor. Oh, the dreaded F chord. Let's see how. Okay, so F is a chord that nobody likes.
I like F.
Well, I mean, once you get it, you get it. But
Yeah.
F is that first chord that everybody's like,
Yeah.
you want to hear a 6-year-old swear. F.
Can confirm.
F
Yep.
is actually, I mean, I'm still barring it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't have to, but it is a heck of a lot easier to play that F chord like that.
So if you or your kids or someone you know wants to learn to play guitar, but has any number of reasons why full-size guitar might be a problem, this is a really cool. I just want to keep playing complicated note on it. Yeah. All right. So that's the Pro Acoustic Loog, and there's one final Loog which we haven't seen yet.
Oh yeah, and so I did order this one special. These are actually new Loogs.
As opposed to used Loogs?
Well, no, as in Loog's been around for a while, and they introduced some new models recently. So I will put in a caveat that says I did not buy any of the 6-string Loogs. There is a step up beyond the Pro, which is the Pro 6, and that is we're basically at a a kid's guitar. So
yeah, I mean, if you're going to go there, then
yeah.
But
But this one, you're gonna giggle.
Okay. Well, I've giggled a lot already. No.
Told you he was gonna giggle. So
Fender Loog.
A Fender Loog.
What?
So Loog recently did a kind of a partnership with Fender where they released the Strat and the Telly as a Loog.
So it's a Lugacaster.
It's a Lugacaster. Yeah.
Okay, enough for looking at it. Take it out. I want to see it.
Okay.
This I have to see.
I know. I'm excited.
Yeah. All right. So a Fender Loog official.
Official.
Oh, and it got something new. Oh,
Leo Fender for kids.
Leo Fender for kids.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, now it's story time.
It's story time.
All right, Wells, do you get that out? Leo. Oh yeah. Leo Fender was born more than a century ago on a farm. His uncle had an auto repair shop. Leo visited it once and fell in love with a homemade radio he saw there. So we have a little picture of a little young Leo Fender with his radio.
Okay, and that's the end of the storytelling because I don't want you
don't want me to
spoiler
spoil the end.
alert.
All right.
Yeah. It's just,
Yeah. Oh! Yeah, you'll have to buy the Fender Loog to get the book.
yeah.
Oh, this is awesome.
Now, the first thing I will say,
Ooh.
it's gorgeous. Like this is a Strat. This is straight up a Strat.
A small Strat.
It's a small Strat, but
The contours are there.
The contours are
And
there.
the knob.
The finish is there. This is like a standard, good quality black Fender finish.
And it does not have a battery, so this one you're going to have to put into an amplifier.
That is the one caveat when we go with the Fender.
And the machine heads are these are little Fender tuners. So any of you familiar with Fender products will recognize. This is so much fun. Little Fender heads. In order to really fully demo this, we're going to need to take a quick snap pause. And I'm going to go grab an amplifier because I think this one deserves to be heard in all of its glory. Stay tuned. All right, now I've got the amplifier back. So, let's find out. Yeah. All right. So, click, and we're back. And here is the Loog. Yeah. So this is the Loog Stratocaster. This is seriously fun.
Now, as a tech, things that I love. I can set the height of that pickup. It's got proper pickup screws. I can adjust the intonation because it's got proper saddles. It is as built as good as you would hope for an actual, just simply it's a guitar. It's a guitar with 3 strings. That's all.
These are seriously fun. Seriously fun.
Oh, look at you getting fancy. Craig has learned the sus chords on the Loog.
First thing I do with any instrument is figure out how to play sus chords. This is a thing. It's true. Yeah, so you can Loog your way into a whole lot of fun with these. And we only have 4 of them. So, yeah, here. Well, you grab that one. Yeah, so there's the 2. These are the little ones here, and then so we got the little acoustic, we got the little electric, we got the slightly bigger acoustic, and the full-on Fender Stratocaster Loog variant. So well, it is. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it's a Fender Loog variant. These things are really cool. You should come down and try them out. And if you're thinking of music lessons for a kid, or if you're just simply intrigued by the idea of tiny guitars, come see us. We'll put a Loog in your hands.
That sounds way worse than it should.
Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah.
Cheers.
But it's funny. You need a Loog.
And you need a Loog.
And you. Get Looged today. There's no good version of that.
There's no good version of that. There just isn't.
Come to Cases Music and try our new Loog guitars and see if they're right for you or someone you love.